Welcome to Home with Simone. My name is Simone, and a huge thanks to every single one of you that continuously supports my channel. Whether new or existing subscribers, I really do appreciate you all. Guys, as always, the window is open. I have to apologize if there's any feedback in the background or any sudden loud noises. It's warm where I am today, and the fresh breeze feels beautiful coming in. So I'm going to leave the window open throughout the video. Again, just a quick heads up, there might be some interruptions. Now, waiting for my desk to come was an absolute nightmare. I was not impressed. It was such a long wait because it was supposed to come the next day. Then it ended up being in the States. It came to Canada and left Canada. I have no idea what happened. I had to track them down through FedEx. WAYFAIR was absolutely apologetic, but it's not their fault. It was the FedEx that had the mishap where my package was loaded on the wrong truck. So you guys can guess, as I'm opening this, my heart was beating so fast because I did not want any damage to the glass. I just could not be bothered to have to worry about calling for any replacement parts because I did not want to have to wait any longer. While I was putting the feet on the legs, which is what I'm doing right now, I did run into some parts where it was really difficult to do. And at first I thought, let me switch it and see maybe it's another foot that belongs to the leg. But as you can see, just applying some pressure, it does help to push that down a little bit. And then you're able to screw in the legs with ease. So that was good because, again, I was a little bit nervous that there would be some defects in this desk and I would have to send it back. And if I had to send it back, I'm asking for a return or a refund because I did not want to have to wait again. I don't know what this little thing is. It says it's for the CPU. I guess you're supposed to put the computer in the middle of that. Anyways, I'll show you guys that at the very end. I probably won't even use it. I love how the hardwares all came individually packaged with only what was required. So all of the smaller parts, the screws and plugs and those things, they all came in one box. And then the pieces that I needed to attach, they came separately. So when I opened one of the hardware boxes, I had everything that I needed and I didn't have to go looking or trying to pre-sort everything, which is normally what I do in the beginning. You know, when you get IKEA furniture and you get the tools, you've got to empty the little pouch out. You got to sort everything out so it's easier for you to be able to build it with ease. I didn't have to do that with this. That was already thought out. So that was really, really smart packaging by the manufacturer. I appreciated that. The other thing I did not like is that my desk was supposed to be clear and silver because there's a couple different options, but it didn't come silver. It's more of that powdered or matted silver, which I'm not a fan of. So I think I will most likely turn this into a DIY at some point if I feel like it's not sitting in the space good. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint the legs white because you know what? Again, I'm not returning it. And a little spray paint can really change the whole entire look of this. So that's an option that I have on the table. Now I paid $84.99 for it. The original price was $405 and it's called the Reversible L-shaped desk and it's by Inbox Zero. The product details, there is assembly that's required because it comes broken down. They do suggest 2 people. You'll need one additional tool, which is a screwdriver, and it really strongly advises not to use a power tool. There's a 90-day limited warranty. You have the options to extend the warranty when you're ordering, but this one that comes with it is just 90 days. You do get the return labels, and its weight capacity is 100 pounds. Which is really good considering this is a residential desk. Like a lot of these desks don't carry that much weight. So it does give you the ability if you're working from home and you have extra systems, or even if you want to have some of your files on your desk, you don't have to worry about things being too heavy. So I really like that about this. Those are the little details that really got me wanting to get this particular one. Also, it was like 70-something% on sale. Can't go wrong with that. Now, the cool thing is that it's also reversible, so you can have the L shape on either side. The top is glass, but the glass, of course, is tempered glass. and the base is metal, but again, it has that powdered coat, which I didn't really like. So, it does come with a keyboard tray, and it also has a CPU storage. The dimensions on this is actually pretty good for a little desk like this. The knee space is 30 inches in height times 21 inches in width times 20 inches in depth. The overall space is 29 inches in height by 51 inches in width by 20 inches in depth. The desktop is 29 inches in height by 51.125 inches in width and 19.6 inches in depth. The desk return is 29 inches in height by 19.625 inches for depth. The keyboard tray is 2.75 inches by 16 inches in width and 12 inches in depth. And the total weight of the entire desk is 57 pounds. This desk is so cute. When it's built, it's actually really, really nice. And what I like about it is that if you don't have a particular office space pertaining like an individual room, and you have to use this in a shared space, so like, in the kitchen or dining room area, even some people have to use it in their living room areas or their bedroom. This is not one of those big, bulky, heavy looking pieces. It will fit so nice. It's very sleek, very modern, contemporary. It is very light, so it was easy to move around. And I really like that when you take it apart, everything just collapses nicely. There's no really long, big pieces of wood or anything like that. So it would be very easy to break down and store if you needed to. Also, if you're living in a very small, confined space, so like you're renting a room or you have a bachelor pad or something like that, then this is a really great piece to have because it doesn't just have to be used as your desk. You can use it for your desk, and you can still use the corner half of it for like when you're eating your meals or even things like meal prep. It's nice because you can actually set the two pieces up separately. You don't have to attach them with that curved piece. So you can have two separate desks. One you can use as a dining room area for yourself. The other one you can use for your workstation. Or if you're like in college or university or studying any program or your job, you have a lot of files and different things like that. Having the 100-pound weight capacity makes it easy for you to store, especially if you don't have a lot of storage space, to store some of those files on top of your desk, especially with the extra piece that you have when you put the attachment on to create that L shape. The bottom of it, there is so much space. You can put drawers in the bottom of it. The way that the legs are, they don't come out in an awkward manner, so it does leave enough space if you wanted or you needed to add a little desk on the bottom of it or drawers or something like that. Also, on the desk itself, it does have a keyboard area where you can slide that part out so you don't have as much things on the surface of the desk. And if you want to use this for, a lot of people do like at home printing and things like that, you can put your printers on it, you can put your label makers on it, or even just your regular printer for if you have to print out office information. This is such a cool piece, and I'm really happy that I got it. I'm going to use this for many years. I can transfer it from room to room, and there's so much different uses for this desk. I think I hit a home run with this. I'm excited to start physically using it and kind of getting into my groove. And I also really enjoy that the way that this looks, you can use it in any space. Doesn't matter what your decor aesthetic is. If you're minimalist, this looks great. If you're glam, it looks great. If you're contemporary, it looks great. Like, this is an overall really great desk for all aesthetics. So it doesn't limit you to just, I like it, but it just looks a little too modern, or I like it, but it looks a little too glam. You really can put this into any space. It's going to fit nicely. And I think that's primarily because it is really just a basic piece. You've got your glass topper and you've got your metallic legs, and that's it. There's no extra fluff. There's no bells and whistles. So it makes it easy to integrate this into your home with your existing decor aesthetic. And that's something that I really like. The other desk that I had was a bit impractical for daily business use because my chair couldn't really fit underneath the desk. So I was limited to how close I can get while working. and that was highly irritating. I thought of different ways that I could potentially raise the desk, and at the end of the day, buying a new one, especially getting this on sale, was a lot cheaper than having to buy all the material needed to raise the desk I already had. So it just made sense to go with this, and I don't regret it one bit. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the powdered looking legs, that gray sort of looking silver, but there's nothing a little spray paint can't fix. So I'll leave it in the space the way it is, and if I like it, if it's not really bothering me, then there'll be no adjustments done on this. It'll stay the same. If not, you guys might see an updated office tour where I show you that I've now spray painted the legs. I will show you an entire office tour after, once I have everything set up, but for now, this is what the desk looks like in the space. Initially, when I put it in, I did push it very close to the window, but then I decided that I wanted it to be a little bit more level or matched up with the shelf, and I do like how that looks a lot better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm constantly changing my home decor, but my style and my needs are forever changing and evolving, and I really enjoy taking you guys along that journey with me. I'll see you all in the very next video.